Milford Sound, one of the 7 wonders of the world. We will share with you some of the unwise decisions we make here and how beautiful this place is. Bad weather is of course not within our control, and seriously on the day of our trip, it rained so hard that we were almost certain our Milford Sound cruise would be cancelled. The journey from Queenstown to Milford Sound is around 4 hours, and halfway is a small town, Te Anau. Our first mistake was making Milford Sound a day trip from Queenstown, as it will take 8 hours drive to return, and the day cruise itself is around 2 hours. So it was really too rushed and we spent most part of our time driving.
I walk up feeling like a creep, so hungover I couldn't speak. I met the group last night. He shook my hand in the end and said,
I would definitely suggest staying over at Te Anau for a night before heading towards the Sound, so we can really take our time to relax and enjoy the place and other activities like kayaking, which is something I wish we could have done. But we were lucky to have compensated by the longer daylight in summer. Even though the journey was long and it was raining heavily, I had to say that the drive was mostly enjoyable because of the dramatic landscape.
Turn around.
If given a choice again, I would definitely go for a smaller boutique cruise. Some of the bigger operators like the one we booked with also deal with large international tour group, which we do not have issue with. But the problem is, this particular tour group which we share space with were rather rowdy and unruly. They do not follow the stated seating arrangement by the cruise company, making it difficult for us to find seats, and the tour guide of the group is just arrogant and irresponsible. He even endorsed the member of his tour group not to give up their seats even when being approached by the cruise staff. In my opinion, the guy is obviously bullying the staff, knowing they would not dare to offend him given the group businesses given to the company. And the big group almost stormed over my 2-year-old boy when dashing across the viewing deck just to catch a glimpse of dolphins. Saying that, of course, it is always our own responsibility to keep our kids safe. Despite the less than ideal experience, the constellation was the majestic scenery of Milford Sound. And we were told by the cruise staff that the heavy rain in the morning actually created additional streams of smaller waterfalls from these mountains, and usually there are only 20% chance of witnessing such a phenomenon. most cruisers will navigate really close to one of these waterfalls. And I can guarantee you that this disposable raincoat is totally useless if you are thinking of experiencing the waterfall up close. You will definitely get soaking wet. On the way back, we get to drive through a totally different scenery as compared to the rainy morning.
Up feeling like a creep, so hungover I couldn't speak. I met the group last night and he shook my hand in the end and said, "You ain't got me losing. What you gonna do about it?"
We stopped by at Tianao the second time and randomly picked this restaurant for dinner. And it turned out to be one of the best decisions we made. I'm telling you, this is the most memorable meal we had in our New Zealand road trip. The food is fantastic and we enjoy the country-style vibe ambient.
Next week he asked, which troubles do you seek? A pure heart is the root of all weak. I bowed my head and hid my eyes, but he shook me out of my disguise and said,
And without a doubt, I would highly recommend this restaurant to anyone visiting Milford Sound.
"Gonna do about it?" I'm gonna hit the bottom. Ooh, it's all I'm gonna become. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Shapeshifter is what I'll be. From now on, right for beyond. There's no more room for empathy and bliss. Easy rider, hey, I'm the one to kiss. Oh, ain't gonna lose me. What you gonna do about it? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the